Hi everyone, and welcome to TS Fibro. In this video I'm going to discuss number 3 on the introduction to fibro, which is fatigue. If you haven't seen my video on introduction to fibro, you can go back and watch it anytime, and then you'll know where we are. Fibromyalgia fatigue feels like a constant state of weariness that diminishes your energy and mental capacity. The fatigue can be even more debilitating than the pain. The overwhelming tiredness makes our body feel heavy and weak. It contributes to brain fog, increasing memory loss and forgetfulness. The fatigue can be all the time or last for months on end. Fatigue is the second most prominent symptom of fibromyalgia, with pain being the first. When coupled with severe fatigue, the pain is even harder to bear. Studies have shown that the amount of fatigue a person with fibromyalgia experiences directly impacts the amount of pain they have. Fatigue also has an impact on your emotions and is a link to depression. The fatigue associated with fibromyalgia is similar to that of chronic fatigue syndrome. In fact, many people who have fibromyalgia may also have chronic fatigue syndrome. The Arthritis Foundation estimates that 50 to 70% of people with fibromyalgia also fit the criteria of chronic fatigue syndrome. For people with fibromyalgia, or CFS, the conditions themselves cause fatigue. Other factors such as stress, anxiety, depression, lifestyle, and medications can make the fatigue worse. Here are a few reasons you may feel exhausted. Sleep disorders. Lack of good quality sleep is a big part of the problem. Sleep problems are so common in fibromyalgia that symptoms such as waking unrefreshed, fatigue, tiredness, and insomnia are included in the diagnostic criteria for fibromyalgia. Mitochondrial dysfunction. Fatigue is a hallmark symptom of mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria inside our cells convert nutrients and oxygen to energy. With fibromyalgia, the mitochondria of many cells in the body have been shown to be impaired. This means we do not have enough energy to power our body. Stress. One symptom of long-term stress is fatigue. Some experts believe chronic stress is a strong contributing factor for developing fibromyalgia. Many of us with fibromyalgia know the stress will trigger a symptom flare-up very quickly. Chronic stress is also a precursor to anxiety and depression. Anxiety or depression. Anxiety and depression can both cause fatigue and leave you feeling drained. People suffering from depression are 4 times more likely to suffer from fatigue. People who suffer from fatigue are 3 times more likely to become depressed. People with fibromyalgia are likely to suffer from anxiety and/or depression. It all becomes a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break. Poor nutrition. Experts say poor nutrition is a big culprit when it comes to fatigue in general. We know there are several nutritional deficiencies involved with fibromyalgia, so eating healthy and getting the proper nutrition is extremely important. Medications. Many prescriptions and non-prescription medications can cause weariness and fatigue. A few examples of anti-anxiety medications, antidepressants, high blood pressure medication, and statin medications for high cholesterol. The more medications you take, the more likely you are to feel fatigued. Here are some tips that can help deal with fatigue. Use your energy wisely. Take breaks and pace yourself. Even if you're having a good day, don't try to do too much. It will only cause a setback. So keep your schedule simple, know your limitations, and rest when you need to. Exercise. I know the thought of exercising can be overwhelming, but the lack of exercise can make your muscles stiff and more painful, which also contributes to feeling fatigue. Start slow. Pick the exercise that you're able to do. Pick a time of day that works for you, and do the best you can do. Eat well. Eating a nutritious diet is good for your overall well-being. Avoid sugary, fried, and processed foods, which can leave you feeling bogged down. Cooking can make you feel exhausted also. On days you have more energy, either make meals ahead of time or at least do some prep work to make it easier on yourself. Reduce stress. Fibromyalgia can be stressful, and stress can leave you more fatigued. If you can learn to manage your stress, you will have more energy. Deep breathing, meditation, yoga, and listening to music are a few stress management techniques that may help. Prioritizing sleep. Sleep disturbances are common with fibromyalgia. The lack of quality sleep can cause fatigue and worsen fibromyalgia symptoms. Some experts believe that disordered sleep is the most important symptom to treat when you have fibromyalgia. I know that when you sleep well, you feel better. When you can't sleep, you feel worse all the way around. Talk to your doctor. If your medications are making you even more tired, talk with your doctor. He or she may be able to prescribe an alternative, lower your dosage, or have you try taking your medication at a different time of day. Fibromyalgia fatigue can be crippling. It's physically and emotionally exhausting. On bad days, you can barely drag yourself out of bed. You feel drained. The overwhelming tiredness will not go away. You can't concentrate. You can't remember things or stay focused. Believe me, I know how it feels. I can't remember the last time I felt full of energy or haven't felt exhausted. There's just not a time I can remember back that far. There's a strong connection between sleep quality and your level of fatigue. While some fibromyalgia medications may help, that may not be enough. In addition to regular exercise and pacing yourself, practice good sleep habits. These include a regular bedtime, a wake-up time, a dark, cool, and quiet room. Some people with fibromyalgia have a secondary condition that causes fatigue, like an inflammatory disease, anemia, or low thyroid. Also, a deficiency in vitamin D. Ask your doctor to test you for these things because it can cause that extra fatigue. Because fibro fog and fatigue aren't obvious, it can be hard for your family and friends to understand what you're dealing with. Chronic fatigue causes fibro fog. Let the people in your life know that you have a disease that affects your muscles and causes pain, fatigue, and thinking problems. It might help to say researchers are pretty sure that certain areas of the brain don't process nerve signals correctly, leading to a wide range of symptoms. Fatigue and fibromyalgia go hand in hand. When you go to your doctor, if you already have fibromyalgia or if you don't know you have fibromyalgia, have your doctor check your thyroid, check your vitamin D level, check your iron, your B12, your sugar level. Have him check all that because all of those things can just add on top of the fibro fatigue and it just makes it worse. So have them check those. I know that I had them check. My vitamin D was low and my thyroid was off. So I got on medications for that. Vitamin D is all you have to take for that. But on the thyroid, I'm on medication. So that did help. Now, I still get fatigued all the time because I don't do what I'm supposed to do, like regular exercise, going to bed at a certain time, getting up at a certain time. I'm just not one of those people, but I'm going to have to work on it because this fatigue can get exhausting. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell that comes along. Hit that so you can get notified when I put up a new video. Also, hit that thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, you can hit the thumbs down. Just let me know. Make any comments in the comment section. I would appreciate it. God bless you. And I pray for a cure. And I pray that you have a pain-free day.